of the challenges many people have faced while working from home during the pandemic, balancing parenting and work at the same time is not easy.
No.
Now imagine also training for the Summer Paralympics on top of all those challenges.
Well, Melissa Stockwell is a veteran with a Purple Heart who lives right here in Colorado Springs doing all of that. She's also a wife and mother who already won a medal in Rio. She told me in this week's Colorado Champions, having to blend motherhood and sport has been rewarding, but as you can imagine, a pretty challenging shift.
One-year-old rescue pup Murphy hasn't quite figured out that when mom's home, it's not always playtime.
Sit. Good boy.
He's a Great Pyrenees that wants to be at the center of attention, and that means right in the middle of Melissa Stockwell's basement workouts. Training at home with Murphy is just one of the many things that has changed drastically in the last year.
For a lot of months, this is where you could find me, and it was trying to find that inner motivation. Didn't have my teammates around me, didn't have the smell and the sound and the lights of the Olympic Training Center.
And it's not just the dog that's pulling for her.
The balance of elite level athletics with being a wife and being a mom, it's always it's a true juggle.
But Stockwell is good at making adjustments and pedaling forward, no matter how hard things might get. 17 years ago, Stockwell's life changed forever when she was serving overseas.
And the Humvee I was in was struck by a roadside bomb, which, to make a long story short, ultimately resulted in the loss of my left leg above the knee.
While recovering from her leg amputation, she quickly formed a new dream, qualifying for the Paralympic Games.
I could wear a uniform that had USA on it, represent the country I defended over in Iraq. I wanted to see what I could do with my life and how far I could go.
Now 41 years old, Stockwell working out in unusual places, training for the next Paralympic Games. Believing that good things come in threes, like in 2008 when she was given the great honor of carrying the American flag at the Beijing closing ceremonies. She then welcomed her first baby, Dallas, and then swam, biked, and ran her way onto the podium in Rio.
Coming across the finish line, bronze medal, felt like a personal gold. My teammates got gold and silver. It was a USA sweep on September 11th. Standing on the podium, seeing 3 American flags go up, hearing our national anthem, I mean, it'll go down as one of the greatest moments of my life.
With less than 6 months to go, Stockwell hopes to recreate that moment in Tokyo this summer. Now a mom of 2, she never thought training for the Paralympics would involve reps just seconds between helping her kids and dodging puppies.
Excuse me.
But wouldn't have it any other way.
Murphy, off. I think a busy life is a good life. Being a mom is my favorite, and it's the best job in the whole world, and I would never want to change that. And I think it actually, in some ways, I think it's helped me, because if I have a bad workout, I don't come home and brood about it. There's so much else to do.
Talk about doing it all. I mean, Melissa is extremely impressive. On top of this, her and her husband opened a prosthetics company right here in Colorado Springs, and she wrote a book, The Power of Choice, that recently came out.
I think she needs to do a lecture on how to spend your time. I mean, she has mastered how to utilize your time efficiently.
Yeah, she has every moment of the day planned. Obviously, this is going to be her 3rd and final Paralympics,
Remarkable.
but going for gold.
Good for her. We're rooting for you, Melissa. Wow.